And welcome back to the Hermitcraft FTB server. Well, I knew it was coming, but it seems that Dmac has been here. Okay, alright, I'll be honest. I just saw his video. I know he's been here. And there's the sign to prove it. Gift from Dmac, first of many. And what we've got here, biometric identifier, interdiction matrix, Fortron capacitor, and a coercion deriver. And a cicada. How appropriate. That's cool. And one thing I gotta say is about the cicadas. That thing's just a couple of blocks in front of me, and I can just barely hear it. You know, I can just barely hear the thing. That doesn't bother me in the least. In fact, honestly, I could take a bunch of these and place them around here, like so. Oh, I can't place any blocks here. And I can't break that one, of course. Oh well. You see, I can have a whole bunch of these around here, and they're not going to bother me in the least. I can't hardly hear them. They're really no problem at all for me. This is one of the small benefits of having a little bit of hearing loss. But I know they will drive other people nuts, so I won't leave them out here. However, I will leave that one there. I think that's pretty cool. Thank you, Mr. Dmac. I appreciate it very much. Both the gift and the irony of what it is. That's cool. Thank you so much. Alright. So that's cool. And I can't wait. He says the first of many, and I can't wait to see what else is going to be in the mini. Whether it's going to be many more cicadas, which that'd be great by me, you know. I think they look pretty cool, and I can't hear them, so what the heck? Well, I can barely hear them. Anyway, let me just go ahead and put these away. Save them for later. And stop down here. See, I noticed something a while back, not too long ago. I checked in, and my farm up there was empty because, okay, there was a mistake on my part. They had shut down that squeezer up there from generating the liquid force from force logs, which was powering that engine, which was providing power for the forestry farm. So I dug out a room down here, and I decided that it would be a good idea, something I should have done some long time ago, is put in some iron tanks or steel tanks or what have you to store a supply of the liquid force and the milk to make sure that those engines always have all of the fuel they need to keep running. And so I'm probably going to work on that. But in getting set up for that, I realized something else that needs attention first. You see, I've got so much of the stuff that now when new things come in, certain items stay here in the input chest because the system doesn't have room to place them anymore. And so, let's see, what I need to do is over here. I'm still not used to this gravity thing, but what I need to do is come in here to this logistics chassis pipe and put in another item sync module. See, I can put 2 items in this one, and then I can put another one down here that will hold 9 items, and those items will then automatically be routed into the AE system, which has plenty of storage space to handle stuff like that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. As a matter of fact, I might even have a item sync module on me. There's an item sync. There we go. So let's just drop up here. Put this in here. See if it's configured at all. It's configured for scrap. We'll just turn that off. Alright. Now, the items I'm going to put in there. Let's just head over here. And we'll start with these things. Certus quartz. That has to be one of them. And one of each kind of shard. Because there's a lot of those in system. We'll get this amber. And I guess the cinnabar ore as well. And the ferrous ore. And the monazite ore. That takes care of all those things in there. And a lot of stuff here will be taken out and dumped into the AE system to clear space. And ditto here. Oh yes, nether quartz. That needs to go. And somewhere along the line, I'm not entirely sure how I managed it, but I came up with an absolutely obscene number of sticks. So let's drop them in there as well. And probably the nether wart. So go ahead and get that set up. Okay, see, let's check these. Okay, that one's full. That one's full. Alright, for this one we'll say nether wart and nether quartz goes in there. And in this one we'll set it up for certus quartz, all of the shards, the amber, the cinnabar, and the ferrous. And well, I can always dig down here a bit, and I can put another Mark IV chassis on this side of the chest and a basic pipe there, and put in several more of these item sync modules to put some more stuff going in there for storage. Alright, now let's see. This is clear to... Oh, certus quartz dust. I forgot about that. Okay, let's just dump these things because they now have an alternate place to go. Okay, just start dumping this crap in here. As long as it doesn't keep getting dumped. Oh, it's getting dumped back in there. Okay, that means I gotta pull it out, clear the system of each kind of thing, like take all the air shards out. So there's none in here. That means the AE system, the logistics network knows not to put them in here. So we dump them in there. And they shouldn't... Yes, now they're headed over to the AE system. Alright. So take a little bit of going back and forth. Take all of something out and then dump it in there. And it gets stored in the AE network. The AE network being basically a large storage device for this setup. Alright, and so on. I don't have to do all of those right now on camera. I do the same thing with the nether quartz and the certus quartz I need to get the Certus quartz dust involved, so I will be making up another Mark IV pipe and some more of these item sync modules. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, and I'll be back.
So I decided I was going to take some time and work with the modular force field system. And I know that Dmac was using the newer version of the modular force field system. But I wanted to mess around with the original one, because that mod has been updated and continued to be developed, and it's in here too. We got both of them. And I made an incredibly, amazingly stupid mistake. You see, I was standing right there when I clicked the thing to turn it on as a test. I thought I was standing within the bounds of it. I wasn't. I was standing where the field would form. And that means that it toasted me big time. And I've just spent about 15 minutes running around remaking some armor because, well, go ahead and put that in there. These two haven't been charged yet. I have been remaking some armor and figured I'd make up a second set to have on hand as well. And trying to figure out how I'm going to get in there. And if I use Optifine Super Zoom here, the capacitor is still as 100%, 99%. In other words, it's got plenty of power to run the thing. The extractor, I had put a stack of forcicium, whatever it is, in there. And it is currently at 50% capacity. I've got to wait until those buggers drain to nothing before I can get in there. Because that's when the force field will go down. Well, of course, I just thought of something too. I did make up a new force wrench. If I can force wrench that chest, I might be able to click the lever next to that force field projector and turn it off. Alright, so we force wrench the chest. Oh, right. I wish I'd have thought about that a lot sooner. So when you're there and so on. Now, I'm going to take a precaution here. I'm going to put all of this stuff, including my current freshly made supply of armor, in there. Maybe I'll stuff a few things in here. Alright, I don't have anything on me. I can't lose anything. So I'm going to go in here and check this. I'm going to pull this out. And that's the way that's set up. And so we'll just turn it on. And okay, that's what happened then. I was standing in the force field wall when the thing came on. So note to anybody who wants to know, don't do that. And so now I'm going to mess around with this some more carefully, because I have an idea of something I want to do with it. Oh, right. I've had a little bit of time to figure out something here, and I decided first thing, I'm going to clean this mess up. So I'm just going to force wrench these things and these hoppers. And I'm going to move the whole assembly over here. Yeah, that'll be perfect. So, I need a little bit of ME cable and an export bus. So let's see if I have one available. Precision export, there we go. And some ME cable. Alright, so cable here, there, and then an export bus here. Use the wrench to flip it around that way. Alright. And now let's open a pathway through here through which to send a power line. Let's see, I got a little more cable than that. Okay, and let's see, that's the extractor, that's the capacitor, the extractor, let's see, no, this arrangement isn't going to work quite like that. We're close. Alright. I think I'm close. Basically what I want to do is have an extractor and the other thing right next to it. Alright, how about this? I'll run the power down a block and have it connect from the bottom. Alright, and then the precision export bus will connect from the back. And then we take the extractor wait a minute. Power line connecting to the bottom. Drop the extractor there. Wrench it around to where it's facing this way. And now we take the capacitor, pop that here, wrench it around. Alright. And now the stone back there. Drop a lever on it, which will activate the extractor as needed. Cover up the wall. Well, after I set this thing up properly. And let's see, got these hoppers here, which I'm going to end up not needing the way I had them hooked up before. But I can take this stuff out of them. Export bus, stack at a time. Forcesium, always active. It's loaded up. MFS capacitor is right here. And it should be charging. Well, it helps to turn the thing on. How did that end up over there? I didn't put that there. Oh well. Okay. It's extracting. And the capacitor is capaciting. It should be loading up with force energy. And I've got capacitor upgrade and extractor upgrade boosters on here to speed up how it processes stuff. I do need to get out here. See, I placed the projector out here, so let's... Okay, these power link cards are apparently invalid. Alright, I got the situation straightened out here. As a matter of fact, I had managed to do quite a bit more, but the video footage from that came out corrupted, and so I am re-recording, sorta, kinda. Basically, I had to make new PowerLink cards because the old ones were invalid. Apparently they're only good for a particular location, it seems. And you can tell that because they have coordinates listed on them. So, the extractor is working. It's being fed by the AE system, which has over 13,000 forsicum or forcisium or whatever you want to call the stuff. So there's plenty of supply for it. Now here is the projector. And I got a new card in there, and it's charging slowly, but it's charging. And then I put in something else. I put in a projector option, camouflage. And then in the center here, I put a block of diamond. Now, I start that up. And the force field comes on. And this is what we've got. A force field sphere that looks like diamond block. So from the outside, this place will look like a block of a sphere made of diamond block. And I've noticed that really there isn't any way to get through this stuff. Like, for example, I can stand here with a pick all day and it's not going to break the block. And even if it did, the force field would simply respawn, which it won't do. It won't have to because it's not going to break. I can sit here with the wand of excavation and it's not going to break anything. And even the portable hole, which can go through most blocks, cannot go through force field. See, it can go through everything else, but it can't get through the force field. That is cool. And I noticed something else too. As a matter of fact, let me stop inside here and sleep till day, because I think, yeah, okay, I can get away with that. Get some daylight. And there's something else that I've noticed about the force field. While the camouflage mode does have it non-transparent, you can't see through it, at least it looks that way. Of course, camouflage is an illusion. But, confirm that, solar panel, that means it's receiving daylight. And check these. They're charging. That means they're getting daylight. So, that's cool. And so, my place has been turned into a very cool looking diamond block dome. And I can't wait to see what it looks like from outside. I'll be watching folks' videos to see it show up in the background. In any event, that's about what's going on right now. I'm still thinking of ideas with what I want to do with the force fields in the future. And I do also want to have a look at the other force field mod. You know, this is the updated version of the original MFFS. And then there is the other version of MFFS, which is where those blocks came from. And I do want to check that out, see what all I can do with that. If you have suggestions as to creative ways or interesting ways, fun ways to use a force field, do let me know. I will be very interested to hear that. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.